Is this a bad time? I thought I'd take a chance.
Come in. What can I do for you, Sonny?
Well, I was wondering about Lois. Last time I saw her, she was leaving the hospital.
She's much better. Thanks for asking.
Good, good. Justice explained to me about EOQ, the situation. For what it's worth, you can count on my support.
It's worth a lot, and I appreciate it.
I was never comfortable with what went down. Stripping you of your title was a foolish move on Edward's part. I spoke to him, by the way, and he gave me the impression you haven't exactly signed on a dotted line.
You'll probably have a message waiting for you. There's a board meeting tonight to make it official.
All right.
Since you're here, there's something else I'd like to talk to you about.
Shoot.
If you really want to see ELQ bounce back, you'll resign your seat on the board.
We were going so well there, Ned, for a minute. Why'd you go and ruin it?
Well, I'm not expecting something for nothing. I understand legitimacy is a valuable commodity for you, and I make no judgment on that. In fact, I think I can help you.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
There's a small but profitable ELQ subsidiary that I'd be willing to exchange for your stock. It's worth a hell of a lot more than $3 million.
Ah, but less than 60, I bet.
Seems fair to me. It provides you with a legitimate cover, and ELQ gets to make up a point in the minus column.
I don't know, Ned. You know, I've grown kind of fond of my little board seat. It's kind of like being a member of this exclusive club. But I tell you what, you bring by the specs of the company and I'll take a look.
Terrific.
Okay? You know, I don't want to push, but you want to give me a little hint as to what kind of business I'd be in?
Does it matter?
It matters to me.
It's a paper mill.
Oh, wow, that sounds exciting.
Well, I would think that your other line of work would provide enough of that.
Oh, good one.
One more thing.
Yeah?
Thanks to my mother and Jax, I'm looking at some serious damage control tonight. You've already offered your vote. There's no reason to fuel the fire, not to mention subjecting you to the bedlam that usually characterizes any ELQ board meeting. Why don't you let me have your proxy?
You want the shirt off my back while you're at it?
Well, suit yourself. I just thought I'd spare you another corporate evening from hell.
Truthfully, I'd rather have gun work than sit through another EOQ board meeting. Proxy's yours, at least for tonight anyway.
Well, I appreciate it.
What are you gonna do about Jax and Tracy?
Dispatch them.
I like that word. It has a nice, crisp, final sound.
Okay, about your stock.
No promises. I'm gonna run it by Jason. If he's cool with it, then I'll think about it.
I can speak to him if you think it'll help.
I think I'm capable of speaking to Jason on my own there, Ned. Okay, I'll get back to you.
Sooner's better.
It always is. Now, if she's up to it, I'd like to see Lois.
Hope the little woman isn't at home. We have things to discuss.
What if she were?
Well, she could listen. It's strictly business unless you have something better in mind.
Know this, Tracy. I'd rather be dead.
Thank you. Your loss. Well, we have to discuss our next move. You got the call about the board meeting?
Yes. And I plan to attend. But as far as you're concerned, there is no we. You're on your own, Tracy.
May I interrupt?
No, we're finished.
No, not quite. I want to see Lois.
Listen, I wanted to drop off my itinerary for you, okay? And I'm gonna pick up some L&B stuff.
You going somewhere?
Yeah, promo tour.
I'll miss you.
I miss you too. Listen, if you need me for anything, I'm a phone call away, all right? I don't want you to forget that.
Thank you. Don't be surprised if I take you up on it.
Okay.
We'll have to get to the house.
Okay.
What about Lois? Can I see her?
Why don't you go ahead and I'll tell him.
Tell me what?
I suppose everyone will know eventually. I'll get you that information first thing in the morning, sir.
Yeah, you do. What is it? Is it the baby?
No, the baby's fine. Lois is gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
She left for Bensonhurst.
Till the baby's born?
No, for good. Lois and Ned broke up. I don't think he really understands the finality yet of that, but...
Wait a minute. Back up a minute. What the hell is happening?
Well, Tracy Quartermaine is happening. You know, Lois was upset, and she was afraid that the way she felt about Tracy would end up hurting the baby.
Come on, Brenda. Lois is a fighter. She'd wipe the floor with Tracy.
I know, but it's not just Tracy. It's all of the Quartermaines. You know, the Quartermaine way of life is not what she wants for her child.
Well, I don't blame her for that, but I don't believe for 1 minute Ned would just let her go.
Well, that's what I just said. He doesn't realize the finality of the situation yet.
Okay, so you're telling me that this thing with Tracy is the final straw?
Yeah, pretty much. Sonny, ELQ's going under. I mean, did you really think that Ned was going to sit back and watch that happen? And you know how smart Lois is. She knows him really well. And she knows that the bottom line is it's always going to come back down to his family and ELQ.
Which means she's probably sobbing her eyes out in her own room in Bensonhurst. While Tracy and her partner, the two people who set this thing in motion, think they're about to laugh their way to the bank.
Listen, Jax never, ever purposely wanted to hurt Lois or anyone else for that matter.
You know what they say about the road to hell.
And don't get all judgmental on
not-
me. Edward left ELQ wide open. My husband is a businessman, and he is an ELQ board member. Now, why wouldn't he try and take control if he thought he could do a better job?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, given the same opportunity, you would do the same thing.
Don't use me to justify your husband's lousy
No,
business
you know what?
tactics.
Whatever. Lois made a decision. It's no one's fault. It just happened.
It must be a wonderful world you live in, Brenda. A world without responsibilities. Day-to-day existence must be easier to skate through than it is for us down here.
No. It's just a world without blame. There's a difference.
You keep telling yourself that. You actually might believe it one day. Around?
No.
No, you're supposed to meet me.
Hey, have a seat. Man, you look like you just witnessed a very bad accident.
An accident in the making. His name is Jax.
Huh. Well, I wonder why that doesn't surprise me.
You know, this guy is an operator. He comes on slick and smooth as silk, and he's all cobra underneath.
There seems to be a lot of that going around town these days. I mean, so what did he do?
Recently? Let's see. He teamed up with Tracy in a takeover attempt aimed at ELQ, where I currently have a seat on the board, in case you didn't know. Between the two of them, they've managed to run Lois, my friend Lois, out of town permanently, from what I understand.
Wait a minute. She left Ned?
That's right.
And you care? No, I know you care about Lois, but, Ned?
Mike, Ned might not be my favorite person in the world, but he deserves to have his wife and child with him.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm not going to argue that point with you, but well, where does Brenda fall into this mix? I mean, she's got to be furious with Jax.
No, see, that's the thing. She's trying to find 100 ways to try to defend this guy. She's decided that loyalty is everything, and she refuses to see him for what he really is.
Yeah. Well, you did mention that she's happy with Jax.
Yeah, she wants to be, and she's ignoring the obvious, and the beat goes on. You know what Ned tried to do? He made an offer designed to get me off the board. Me. Jax is undermining the whole corporation. But I'm bad for business. What a joke, huh?
I always thought there was something untrustworthy about Jax.
Yeah? You never said anything.
Yeah, you never asked.
Well, I'm asking now. What's your take on him?
He's got charm, you know. I mean, that's his weapon. He can smile or glib his way into any given situation, and while everyone is still wiping stardust out of their eyes, he's dismantled whatever it was he came for, and the guy's moved on. Still smelling of expensive aftershave. It's just a shame that Brenda's been taken in. Maybe she's blinded by love.
If Brenda wants to believe in someone bad enough, she'll convince herself that that person walks on water. I should know. All I'm saying there, Mike, is she's opening herself up for a lot of pain.
Yeah. And that's a shame, isn't it?
Damn straight. And you can't pay me enough to believe Jax is going to give up on EOQ. He'll find another way in. But until I decide to vacate my seat on the board or sell my stocks, I have a vested interest here.
So what are you going to do about it? So you're just going to let Jax do what he wants to?
Did I say that?
Hey, I'm just asking.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, Mike, but I do know one thing for sure. If Jack stays on the EOQ board, I do too.
And what about Ned's offer?
I don't know what the hell with his offer. I own $60 million worth of stock in that company. It's a cinch I can't trust them to look out for my interests.
So I guess that means you're going to the board meeting tonight.